Boop, 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 boop. Hey guys, how's my MetaFam doing? Listen, I wasn't even going to do a video today, and I may not be, because I'm not sure if I hit the record button properly. But there was so much decent, shows on today. So we're going to do some highlights from what I saw of our best MMTLP shows for the day. Let's see, the first one's going to be Terry. And then there's one from Allie, over at Trading Secrets, and Houston Wade. And I liked some of the information I was sharing. I actually learned about some of that beforehand, but they did such a beautiful production that I figured that I'd take a little time here and I'd let you, see some of that. And we'll go over the highlights. Let's see, the first one up for today is Terry Yonkers with the MMTLP Next Bridge Fidelity phone call. OMG. Go watch the whole video, because I'm not going to show you the whole video as usual. Just so you know, this is probably... Actually, I'm not going to probably title this, but I was thinking about titling, or putting on the thumbnail, Terry Yonkers and Fidelity screw up video, best screw up video ever. So that it's not what it really is, but just, I don't know. I'm trying to think of different ways to, label these things or make them show off a little bit so we can pass it on to a few other people. The whole thing is to pass on the message, and that's all I'm trying to do here, and I'm trying to do it with a little bit of a entertaining flair. All right, so let's go ahead and watch a little bit of this. And as usual, I will first start off by hitting the wrong thing. We're gonna get a commercial. All right, let's turn it around and watch a little of this as soon as this ad ends in 5-10 seconds.
Dion, hand it over. Now, how does that make
What are we getting 2 commercials for? Oh, that's bullshit.
The company itself, Next Bridge Hydrocarbons in Texas.
Listen to this.
And
Uh-oh, wait, I gotta go way back. Let's listen to Terry talk about it a little bit.
Engagement by 80%. Higher rated. Nice CX1.
How does this go?
Space well made, medium hold.
Why is this crooked?
That's right.
Told to her on Friday night. So interesting to hear what the reps are saying in this phone call, because it's a doozy, let me just tell you. So hope you're all ready for this video. If you are, smash thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and let's get to it.
I remember, go to Terry Yonkers, you see it in the left hand corner there, and go watch this full video when you get some time. But here, we're going to watch the first beginning of this, because this phone call is cool. It's awesome. We need to hit like on this. Go to Terry's, hit like. And the other fellows, when I'm going to highlight their videos, go to their videos too and hit like. Got to keep this message passing on, and here we go.
thank you.
Thanks. All right, thank you for bringing me on. Jennifer, so Jones, our client service team, I am a equity trader, so I can definitely help look into this. So I got a couple calls even today about Next Bridge Hydrocarbons, and unfortunately, what kind of happened is they are kind of dumping their stocks on the owners of those. So they kind of went bankrupt and are like, well,
What? Bankrupt my ass?
What?
Ah,
So NextBridge is dumping their shares onto us because NextBridge went bankrupt? Are you freaking kidding me, Fidelity? How could you have a representative say this to like an investor out there? Come on, man. I'll probably do like a little quick recording and make a little segment and tag John Bird in this and hear what he has to say about it.
Absolutely. All right, move on.
You're kidding me, right?
It's part 2 of that call.
No, you can look it up online. Or you can call them and ask about their shares.
He said that you can look it up online that NextBridge Hydrocarbons went bankrupt.
Yep,
Please
you ain't gonna
show
find
me where
that.
that's at.
You ain't gonna
Now,
find
look,
that.
The thing is, like, look, if you don't know what's going on, just say you don't know.
Right?
Don't be out there spewing a bunch of stuff you don't know what you're talking about.
Making it even
just be
worse.
honest and say, look, this is like a one rare deal. I don't know the current answer, so unfortunately I'm unable to get that to you now until we get more clarification. That would have been, not the answer sometimes you want to hear.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, you gotta. I don't want to steal all his stuff there because he's got some good. So go back over to this call
In
again.
Texas is bankrupt.
Uh-huh.
And our shares
Wait a minute.
is the company. It's
All right, we'll go back a little more. Sorry about that.
before this, and I'm going to tell you this. I'm taping this right now. So I'm trying to understand this situation. So what you're saying is the company itself, NextBridge Hydrocarbons in Texas, is bankrupt. And our shares, and because it's bankrupt, they're dumping the shares back on the owners of the company.
Yeah.
And where is this in writing?
Right.
Anywhere?
I believe I know they came out online and said it, but let's see.
I don't know. I'm one always for a little speculation. So as I'm watching this, I'm thinking to myself, why would this? It's almost the rep just does not come off like he's just totally ignorant to the world. It's almost as if he was given a script or he's just got trained on this, how to handle this, and they're trying to come up with some kind of an excuse of why it would be the shareholders, us, our responsibility that our shares are worth zero. Like they're trying to fabricate some kind of a story of why our shares would be worth zero, or how they can explain themselves later on when they try to screw us, or maybe when they're talking to a higher entity like Congress or something. They have to justify somehow. I mean, it's obvious that the U3 halt is doing nothing but screwing the retail investors. So why would the U3 halt still be on? Unless they don't give a rat's ass, Because they think for some reason that they can get away with it. And everything that they're doing, it feels like they're testing this, they're testing that, they're pushing a little here. Maybe we'll have a rep say this, maybe we'll have a rep say that. I'm of the belief that they're actually paying attention to all the responses through us on the internet, social media, YouTube, the responses that they're getting from us. I think they're just like gathering all this information to try to see what works and what doesn't work. And unfortunately, it's starting to feel like, maybe our government is in on this, because I've written a lot of people. I don't know how many people you've written, but I've written and tweeted to a lot of people of importance. Granted, it's like, I guess, playing lottery with some of these people if they'll ever see your message, but as many people, and nobody seems to have any interest in this. And there's there isn't 65,000 of us trying to push out the message, but there's enough of us trying to push out the message, and enough of you hitting like and share and passing the message on, that we know that at this point, almost 90 days into it, that the right people, some of the right people, did get the message, and they do know what's going on, but they're ignoring it anyway. That's the scary part here. That's the totally scary part here, if you really think about it. Is we know that they know. The people that need to know. There's people that could make change that know, but they're still pretending like it's not going on. They really believe at some point they're going to be able to weasel their way out of this. That's the way I feel. But we're not going to let them. All right, we're going to go on. Oops, sorry. Almost dropped the whole camera setting here. Let's go back over here. And I know I probably should download another editing program or something. Was there something else I wanted to see on Terry here? Oh, yeah, let's listen to just a little more of this phone call.
Another came online and said, let's see. She said one came out with a banner, which is the federal regulation over the SEC and the stock trading commission, and pretty much shut their symbol from being traded. And I believe it also was written by them.
Where can I find this?
So if you look up, I just looked up next bridge hydrocarbons online, and you see that I have a couple,
I'm not really in the
No.
acting bit.
Can't use that word. It's negative.
Okay.
And I sense that about.
it's first it's a website, and then it's newswire, and then it's the SEC.
Wait a minute. Hang on one second.
He's trying to claim that this information about them being bankrupt, and now, I guess us shareholders are going to be the ones losing out. Is at the SEC. Did you hear that? It's at the SEC. It's at NextBridge's website. It's not in any of these places. You can't Google or find this information because for some reason this broker is just lying straight out his ass. All right, that's just a highlight. A lot more video to watch there over on Terry's channel. All right, we're going to go. I like something I was hearing that Allie was talking about a little earlier today, so we're going to go over to Allie now.
Information is available in the description.
Okay.
We can also see here it states that traders await Powell's
Okay, don't care. Move on. Oh, come on. Why am I froze?
are now using the lawsuits to potentially not even reply to FINRA and not correspond in terms of their questions, potentially what's going on in the background. We don't know, but it looks like these lawsuits are having a significant amount of pressure on FINRA, so we will definitely keep the pressure on. So Tony's chipped in here, he stated, Congress, can you tell us about the U3 halt? The FINRA representative, we have 3 active lawsuits, so I can't really respond. And then Congress, are you actually pleading the 5th Amendment against self-incrimination?
Oh yeah, that's
FINRA,
some good
yes.
stuff. Good
so
stuff.
FINRA in deep, deep trouble here. So next update I'd like to provide you is with regards to AST. So John earlier contacted them, and she states here, when I asked if it hit the 165.5 million.
Oh, that was the other part that was in Terry's video too, but I'm not going to go back to that now because Allie's obviously covering this part right now. This is some very important information if you haven't heard about it yet.
Count yet.
And another reason to hit that like button and pass this message on.
Where they were at, he said, over 200 million. So that's a strong indication that the person.
All right, let's go back and listen to that again.
Amendment against self-incrimination, FINRA, yes. So FINRA in deep, deep trouble here. So next update I'd like to provide you is with regards to AST. So John earlier contacted them, and she states here, when I asked if it hit the 165.5 million count yet, or where they were at, he said over 200 million. So that's a strong indication that the person from AST is basically saying it was full. And then furthermore, I think in a follow-up call, the supervisor...
All right, hold on. Boom. Did you hear that? The person at AST is basically saying the bus is already full, guys. But yeah, our shares are all still in the brokerages. We think, many of us, in my camp, think that there's 2 billion, no, I actually more in the camp of the 1 billion failure to delivers out there. It might be 2 billion. I don't know. I've been leaning more that way. But I tell you, the more and more this play goes on, the more and more I think that it's almost impossible for a true and fair resolution because we would bankrupt the damn country. Wouldn't that be a wonderful problem to have? Just us 65,000 people are pretty much in charge and in control of the world now because we own everything. Talking about a regime change. All right, this is awesome news. I know that it's not news. It could be very well false, but I don't think so. I don't think that's false information at all. It sounds like it's all lining up the way that it should, and this is just the beginning of the information and the news about MMTLP that's going to come out. I mean, come on, guys. You can tell this is just the beginning of it, but does that mean that this ride's going to be over with soon? Hopefully. There's those, there was 2 or 3 different people that post videos that just ain't getting a lot out there, which I'm going to start covering some of them videos too. Some of them, the ones that only get maybe a couple hundred hits or whatever. Like the MMTLP Studios thing. Come on, guys. No one's watching any of these videos. I know they're a little sad. They got the sad music behind it, but really, we should go to MMTLP Studios and at least hit like on a few of them stories, because those stories are very important to our cause. You know, so we do need to go over there and give them a little bit of a push. Maybe I should have said that at the beginning of the video, seeing that half of you have already turned off to mine. Probably. I don't know. But that isn't actually... Terry said something else that I wanted to show you real quick. And then I'm going... Not Terry, Allie, over at Trading Secrets. Go watch his video. You know, take the time to watch the whole video. It's only 10 minutes. You know, as it is, you probably watch... My video's going to wind up being longer than all theirs. And it's freaking just supposed to be a highlight reel. But you know me, I just ramble on. So we'll finish up here with Terry. Then we're going to run over to Houston Wade's channel there and see what's going on over there. All right, so where's the damn remote? Woo, we're having some fun now.
Would not confirm, but said whatever the brokers have done or sold, we are collecting all shares from brokers and you are entitled to NextBridge Hydrocarbons. So it looks like potentially could be a huge problem with AST.
They are telling AST is saying, based on everything they know and we know and everyone knows, we are entitled to a NextBridge Hydrocarbon share. That means all of you that are so afraid that we're going to get stuck with only $3 or something like that, don't be silly if somebody calls you up and offers you that. Don't be going and jumping at that. Your NextBridge Hydrocarbon share is worth so much freaking money now, it's not even funny.
As well, so this is a big mess and somebody needs to clear it up. John Bird is also asking, can anyone get this in writing by email from them? I don't think that's possible, and I think AST have only disclosed this information to John on the phone, and basically AST representative, according to Winner states here, she then checked with the supervisor. The supervisor said they cannot confirm, so mixed messages here. The next shout out here is to Busy Brands, who's tagged in Ham the Short Killer, so special thanks for Ham for sending the van round again to the SET.
Oh yeah, shit, I keep forgetting the one guy's name, the old guy that was over in part of the Occupy SEC movement 23. What the heck was his name? I'm going to go back now. And we're going to go look together, and we're going to find the guy, because he's in my history, along with it, because I watched his, well, at least most of his video. Where is it? Where is it? Let's give him a shout out. Floyd. It's not there. Okay. Where were we? Let's go to Houston Wade here. He had a 2-hour program today.
Hey everybody, I'm Kay Adams, and I think you should check out...
I gotta mute that little commercial we got stuck with. Houston had a 2-hour show today. So I'm only going to give you a few minutes of that, but you got to check this out.
Yeehaw!
Oh, wait. Oh, I got to hear the beginning here.
Woo! Yeehaw!
Yeah, let's get his little song there.
We're going? All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Houston with a Problem. And it's Monday. Got some daylight outside. And
everything Houston's about to tell you is good information. Another reason to go over to his channel, hit like, watch the video. Even if you don't watch the whole thing, make sure you hit like and share that and pass this message on. MMTLP being at the tip of everyone's thought is just as much your responsibility as it is us creators.
We're rocking and rolling, right, folks? Okay, so.
This is good stuff, good stuff.
The rumor mill, on one of the space calls, somebody had talked to an AST rep. The AST rep said, we got 200 million shares sent to us, which seems kind of weird. Like there's not that many paper shares to send, so I don't know how they'd send 200 million of them. But they're full-ish, I guess. I don't know.
That's what I was just saying. AST is, you know, there's a few people out there that they've actually said that, you know, bus is kind of full, guys.
I guess we're waiting for confirmation on that. John Berta said that he was going to talk to an expert to see if that's accurate. So we'll find out. Also,
that's not exactly what happened, but he paraphrases a lot based upon what he's seen throughout the day, and then he gives you the information to you. And sometimes it does get a little bit skewed, but basically, Berta was just asking everyone on Twitter if they, you know, if there's anything in writing, as we just heard 2 minutes ago. But Wade's got the general, you know, idea down.
You know, last Friday we talked about how Fidelity listed everyone's tax basis as December 29th with a cost of $299.
We already did a video on that.
And that's not accurate at all.
Nope.
So everybody yelled at Fidelity. Fidelity said, no, it's totally accurate. Like that's just the way, you know, it's the way it is. What happens? It's the price they gave us, and it isn't. So they changed it to $0, but kept it as short-term taxes for everyone still, despite the fact that nobody purchased anything on December 29th. But now it seems like it's like a giant loss. So
yeah, everything on my Fidelity is still stamped for December 29th, and I had I haven't checked my let's talk. Let's go ahead and have a little talk. Let's see if I can set this thing up right. But yeah, Robinhood is. I got to check on that. But my Fidelity, all my Fidelity shares, which then were bought as soon as you were able to buy them. That's my Fidelity shares that I bought once. Some of the ones that are almost 2,000 shares, and then I got 262 shares in my Robinhood that was originally Torchlight, you know, and that's only less because they screwed me on some kind of a margin call that I was barely in for 24 hours and sold a shitload of my Torchlight shares that were MMTLP or whatever the hell they were calling them at the time. Actually, there was a QSIP in between there, and they just, even though I had plenty of other investments that they could have took from, and it was only like $30, but you know, still, that's more than 30 shares. No, that's less than 30 shares. It doesn't matter. The bottom line is I feel like they knew what the shares were worth a lot more than if they went out and took the margin call, like, and just sold a few of my other shares. And it's amazing how they can do that with me. They can just sell my shares, right? And cover the margin call. And I'm telling you, it was like 24 hours. But yet, the shorts weren't just, they didn't just cash them in. And I guarantee you a lot of them were in margin calls, and the brokers had the same exact way of taking their money as they took my money. But yet they didn't touch that, knowing that there was only, even if they thought for some reason they were canceling, deleting, or whatever MMTLP on December 8th. Why wouldn't they have called in all the shorts before that? Because they knew what the S1 said. They knew that the shorts could not carry into the next play. They couldn't go into NextBridge because it was going to be a private company and that would be illegal. So they knew before they canceled, deleted, and or the U3 haul came in and then they did that, or whatever way that they want to try to screw it up and try to confuse the hell out of everyone. They knew exactly what they were doing the entire time. Just like they told all their friends 2 days before, December 8th came around and then the halt happened. We were getting shorted. We got shorted from like $12.94 to $2.90 in a 48-hour period, as if they knew what was happening and exactly what they were doing. There's no other explanation for it. And for the SEC or FINRA or any government official or anyone in Congress or the Senate to believe for a second that we're all that retarded that we don't know exactly what happened during that 2 days. That's the insult here. That's the thing that needs to bring outrage to everyone, and this message needs to be pushed on. Everybody out there at least needs to know exactly what happened under this particular case, and exactly why we are so upset and why we're never going to go away. Let's see. I think there was a little bit more that Houston was saying, and then we're going to end this thing. So that over here. Uh-oh, my legs are falling. My legs are falling. Zoom in. Ignore my roommate who's going to walk through in 2 seconds while I'm videotaping.
Get a tax break.
And we're going to go
I'm not
ahead and
really
finish
sure
this
what
off.
Fidelity's trying to accomplish here, because none of it is right. You purchased your security when you purchased it. Doesn't matter if it changed names or status or whatever. It's when you purchased it. So
yes,
make it those dates. I don't get it. Well, all of a sudden it's short term, and
all right. Wanted him to finish off his thought there. Love you, MetaFam. Until we meet again, I'm going to end it right here.